Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I am going to be doing a little bit of a tech review, sort of comparison video today. I'm going to be comparing the Boss OC-2 with the Boss OC-3. Now, some of you might be thinking, what is the difference? I have no idea, so this is why I'm doing a little video to sort of have a look, see what the difference is. So as you'll be able to see here, there are a few slight differences. If you look closely, they're a slightly different shade of brown, and I think that's where most of the sound comes from. But also you'll see the pedal setup slightly different. Now, I don't think this is where the difference in the two come from, but there's a slightly few different features. So with the OC-2, it's running on the basic sort of classic Boss pedal with the two big knobs and the one small knob, and it runs basically, your middle knob is your direct level, and you got your octave 1, which is 1 octave below, and you got the octave 2, which is 2 octaves below. I'm not going to be using the octave 2 option today. It's mostly used for guitars, really, because with bass you go 2 octaves below what your low A, and you can't really hear it anyway. So I've never really used it at a gig. I always got to turn it all the way down, so I'll be avoiding that. The OC-3 looks very different. As you can see, the control surface layout is slightly different. You've got your direct level, you've got your octave 1 level, and these two knobs do something slightly different. On the right, you've got a three-way switch, which it switches between the OC-2 range, as it says, or octave 2, which is basically, this knob is your second octaves, 2 octaves below. Again, we won't be using that. It's got a drive function. I will do a little sort of short demo on the drive, because I think that sounds kind of cool. I've never really used it before, but as I was checking everything worked, it sounded really awesome, so I'll give that a go. It also has a poly function. Again, this is something that I think is going to be more useful for guitarists. You play a chord and it will play the octave below the lowest note on the chord. I think that's kind of how it works, or it plays your chord an octave down. That's not really what I'm going to be going for. I like that synthy octave range, and that's what we're going to be testing. I'm just going to show you quickly what the additional functions with the OC-3 do. Like I say, the polyphonic option I won't really use, because I don't think those sort of chords with this sort of bass with octaves below will sound too great. However, the distortion does sound really cool, so let's give that a listen. You've heard the OC-3 as to how it sounds. Now I'm going to plug them both in and dot between them so you kind of sort of hear how they go. So here they are plugged in, just one into the other, straight into the recording system, just to see what we can get out of it. So first of all, we'll start with the OC-2, everything directly up. So that's the OC-2. I've got exactly the same settings on the OC-3. Let's see how that sounds. Straight off the bat, there is a real difference between the two. I feel the OC-2, it's got a bit of that mid push to it. And the OC-3 sounds a little bit cleaner, I think. But at this stage, I'm not sure which one I prefer. I'm slightly leaning towards the OC-2, but I'm not sure how much of that is just from how much of the hype that I've heard. Bass players like Scott Devine, Yannick Gwizdala, they tend to favour the OC-2 over the OC-3. What we'll do now, actually, is we'll take out the dry signal so you can hear just what the pedals are doing at the octave below. And it will sound really synthy, it will sound really sort of unnatural and really sort of square almost. But that's how you get that real sort of synthy sound. So we'll give that a go and see what we can get out of it. So yeah, so OC-2, just the octave down, up. There you go. As you can hear, it does sound really synthy. It does sound really sort of like you get that real you know, put that through a distortion, it'll sound great. Now we'll try the OC-3 and see how it goes. As you can see, it doesn't quite like the two if you play two notes at the same time. But yeah, neither pedals do. So there you go, they do have two very different sounds. It's something to consider if you're looking to sort of buy an octave pedal, that there is that slightly different sound. And obviously there are other octave pedals around. There's loads on the market at the moment. One of the real popular ones is the OC-2, or and they also do the OC Nano as well, by Electro Harmonics, and they're really good pedals. Slightly different sound on the octave down, but they also give you the option of an octave up, which I think sounds awesome. So there's another option for you there. However, one thing to consider if you do find yourself liking the OC-2 is that they don't make them anymore. They are quite hard to get hold of. So if you like that sound, you might have to hunt for a while. I've been looking for one for years, and I got very lucky, managed to pop into a second-hand shop the other day and picked it up. I tried it out, I thought it sounded great, but I really wanted to try the two together. The OC-3, they're still on the market nowadays, and I don't think they're going to be stopping anytime soon with the success that they have. So there you go, there's a quick comparison, a little bit nerdy, comparing the OC-2 and the OC-3. Very minute difference, but there is a difference nonetheless. Let me know what you think. Of course, the whole like, comment, subscribe stuff, and we'll see you next time with more videos. Thank you very much.